No slides are a fairly simple trick to get into, but holding them for a really long time, at least for me, is really complicated. My boy P-Rod says that if you can't get into a trick and get out of it whenever you want, then you don't really have control over the trick. So with that in mind, today I'm gonna be trying to no slide this entire ledge over the manual pad. For me, this will easily be my longest no slide that I've ever done. And to be honest, I'm not completely sure that it's possible for me, but there's really only one way to find out. So today I'm gonna show you my process of how I'm gonna go about trying to tackle the no slide on this big long ledge. And at the end of the video, I'm gonna give you my best tips for holding no slides, not only what I know now, but what I'm gonna learn throughout the process of trying to do my longest no slide ever. So if you wanna know what helped me with my no slides, that way you can use it to your advantage, make sure you stick around to the end of the video. As well, if you're stoked on these types of videos, make sure to drop a like and subscribe if you wanna see more of them. So obviously this long ledge with the mani pad, that's really the end goal, but step one for today is obviously just to get warmed up, get comfortable on my board. Then from there, step two is to go and no slide first this ledge from beginning to end. The reason I want to start with this ledge is because it's a little bit taller, and for me that's a lot more comfortable with my no slide. So we're gonna start with that one, then we're gonna move to the short side of this red one, and then we're gonna try something I've never done before, which is to no slide this bump to mani pad. To me it seems really awkward bumping out of something so low, but the reason I want to do this is because it's so uncomfortable. It's gonna require that I really have control over my no slides, and I want to make sure that I have total control before I come over and try this longer ledge over the mani pad. Again, I'm not sure if it's possible, but I'm gonna give it everything I got. So step one, let's get warmed up, and then let's start trying some no slides. Okay, first thing, I'm just gonna warm up with 10 flat ground tricks. Still not feeling totally warmed up, so let's do a few tricks on the Euro. We'll do like 5 and then 5 tricks on the ledge over there. And I think from there we should be able to get into some no slides. So for whatever reason, I've been super struggling, and I've always wondered, do I ride my trucks like loose or medium? I look down at my trucks are shaking, and the kingpin nut is about to fall off. I can literally twist tightening it with my fingers. That's how loose my trucks are. I swear this happens to me where I like refuse to tighten my trucks because I don't want to be that guy that needs tight trucks. But then all of a sudden I'll just start skating really bad. And then I'll just like look down and realize that my trucks are like about to fall off. But today I remembered to bring a tool, so tighten this bad boy up. I'll kickflip it first try, guaranteed. I feel like there's definitely a pride thing about like, you have more control if you can skate like really loose trucks, but the kingpin's not even flush with the nut, so I feel like at least flush is acceptable. Trucks are back to normal. I bet you I can land this first try. If I do, you have to like the video. No cuts. Get the angle lined up. All right. 5 tricks on the Euro. Let's warm up on the ledge, and then we'll be ready to start trying to get our no slides going. Gonna run to the car, grab some wax, just in case we need it for the no slides. I think we will. And then we'll start gunning for the no slide all the way across this ledge. Then we'll move to the little ledge, bumped ledge, and then the final boss ledge over the mani pad. Shout out Speed Stick for being the only wax that my grocery store has. The goal is, there's a line right here and a line right here. The goal is to pop before this line and then pop out and land after that line. Finally getting balanced, but now I'm letting my wheels tug into the ledge. You kind of have to hold it a little bit under rotated so that this front wheel is not getting pressured into the side of the ledge. I'm taking it. I think I was a little bit too ambitious throwing this into the mix for today, but let's move on to this little ledge and then over to the bump to ledge and then finally get to work on the main goal for today, which is the nose slide over the manual pad. Man, I'm exhausted just from the first ledge. Honestly, I don't really want to skate this little ledge because it's such an awkward height, but the thing about it is it's the same height as the one going across the mani pad. So I'm actually going to take my time and do quite a few nose slides on this one, just for the sake of me getting comfortable on popping onto something that's a lot smaller. Okay, so we did the small ledge. Now we're gonna wax up the bump to mani pad. And this is the one I'm probably the most nervous about, just because you can see that that bump to mani pad, it's really small. It's probably smaller than that small ledge. And I've got a bump out of it. So I think this is gonna be kind of awkward, but let's throw some wax on here and see if she goes. All right, I know we can do a better one than that. My legs are burning. I haven't even started on this big ledge here, so I'm gonna grab some water, rest for a second, and then we'll see if we can take her down. She's pretty long. Alright, so after doing that nose slide battle, there are two big things that I learned that I want to share with you guys so that you guys have a heads up as far as learning how to like hold your nose slides for a really, really long time. So these two key lessons really could be just summed up by saying friction is not your friend. So number one is dragging your heel. So one nice thing about nose slides is you kind of press down with the front of your foot and the back of your foot can kind of drag, and that makes it feel safe. But if you're trying to hold it for a really long distance, that's ultimately what's going to slow you down and create all sorts of problems with you sticking, and it can throw off your balance. So I thought I wasn't going fast enough, and I kept on trying to figure out how to go faster. But then the homie at the skate park told me that my heel was dragging, and at first I was like, yeah, whatever, man, you're not even doing the trick. But then the next try I was like, all right, let's see if there's something to this. And I tried to keep my heel up, and that try I slid way better. Again, friction is not your friend. You don't want anything dragging or slowing you down, because not only is it gonna hurt you as far as nose sliding the distance you want to go, but it also makes the nose slide less predictable. Like you start catching and losing your balance and having to regain your balance, and it makes your nose slide really chunky. So the less heel drag, the better. The second thing, again, comes down to friction is not your friend, and that is lifting up your back foot. If your back foot is too low, then your wheels are gonna press into the side of the ledge. And again, that's why you wax the side of the ledge. But even with wax on the ledge, if you drop your leg too far, it's going to have so much friction that you're going to start catching, and maybe you won't stick, but you will slow down. And again, it's gonna make your slide real chunky and unpredictable, which is again not what you want. Friction is not your friend, and you can wax the ledge all you want, and I definitely would encourage you, if you're trying to do a really long nose slide, to wax the ledge a lot. But at the end of the day, if your heel is catching and your wheels are sticking, you're still gonna have inconsistency in your slide, which again does not just slow you down, but it also throws off your balance and makes it harder to sit on the slide for the full duration. So make sure to hit the like button and subscribe, and make every single day Friday. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.